Alright, in this video I'm going to talk about my absolute favorite card production. It's called the Hot Shot Cut, and here's what it would look like. So let's say I wanted to find my favorite card in the deck, the Ace of Spades. I can give the cards a quick shuffle, and whenever I want the card, all I have to do is give the deck a cut right about here, and that card will just shoot right out. Let's talk about how to do it. Alright, so the card that's being shot out of the deck is actually the bottom card. And to do this, you first need to learn how to do a one-handed cut. And there's a few options here, but I'll show you the one that I use, the one that I feel is the best. It looks like this right here. Okay, and to do it, you're just going to hold the deck in this position right here. So that's your first finger on the left side of the deck, middle finger on the right side. You're contacting the deck at about the first joint of each of those fingers, and you're holding it about halfway down the length of the deck. Alright? And then you also have some extra space beneath. At first, this is going to be a pretty uncomfortable grip. Okay, but as you practice more and more, you'll become comfortable with this. But even if you have smaller hands, this is very manageable. What I would recommend is to get the cards in this position and then just watch a TV show or do whatever, and slowly you'll be accustomed to this grip and it won't be a problem anymore. Okay, so once you're comfortable with this, the next step is you're going to curl your middle finger in just a little bit. That's going to cause the cards to revolve clockwise a tad. Then you're going to come over with your middle finger and you're going to contact the upper half of the deck with the first joint of your thumb. And then you're going to kind of pull those cards away, separating it from the rest of the deck. The upper half is going to revolve around your first finger, and you're going to continue to revolve until the packets clear one another. At this point, I pull up with my middle and ring finger just slightly, and I tuck my first finger in. Okay, this is also important. My pinky hair is supporting the back edge of these cards so that they don't fall. At this point, I tuck my first finger in and I close the cut. Okay, so first job is to get comfortable with that cut. Once you're able to do that, we can move on to the actual shooting of the card. Alright, so to do the hot shot cut, you do the cut. As you're closing the two packets, you actually keep your first finger in there. And what you're doing is, keep in mind that this is the bottom card of the deck now. So you're going to push that card out, you're going to out jog it, and then I'm kind of moving my first finger to the right, and I'm making that card perpendicular to the rest of the deck. So it kind of looks like a gun now, right? So to shoot the card out, I'm clamping down with my thumb on top of the deck, and then I move my middle finger to the top right corner of this card right here. And here's what happens. I'm pulling up with my middle finger on that card, creating tension in the card. You'll notice it flexing. So I'm building up a lot of energy in this card. If I continue to pull up, here's what happens. That card will shoot out. And you're going to have to experiment with the placements of your fingers there and how you apply the pressure. But that's the idea. That's what should happen. So let me give you just a few example shots. I'm kind of limited by the range of my camera here, so I can't really do a complete shot. But here's an idea for you, or here's the idea. Kind of like that. This next one I'll do in slow motion for you. Alright, so one other note is that as you practice this, you'll realize that you really do have a lot of control over the direction that this card is shot and the distance. That's why I love this move so much. You can really shoot from one end of your body to the other and very comfortably catch it. It's a very impressive production. And the way that I would use this, this is so good that I would sometimes use it as just a standalone trick. So I have a card selected, I have it controlled to the bottom of the deck, and then what I would do is I would use the what's this called? Bottom retention overhand shuffle. I did a tutorial for this a while back. Basically, it keeps the bottom card on the bottom while you do a shuffle. So you can check the tutorial out for that. I'll put a link up. And I would go to the spectator. I'd say, you tell me when to stop shuffling. I can stop here. I can stop here. It's completely up to you. Let's say they say it's stop there. Okay, great. I'm going to find your card. I have a feeling that it's about 23 cards down from the top of the deck. Okay, so check this out. I cut 23 cards right there, shoot the card out, and I would catch it in the opposite hand. And that's a great trick right there. Or you can use it in the context of a larger trick, maybe a 4H production, whatever it is, but it's just a killer production. One of my favorite things to do with a deck of cards for sure. And I hope you like that move. Practice it. It's a gem, okay? So have fun, and I will see you all next time.